Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about fuzzes, where I'm going to talk about fuzzes. I'm going to learn a little bit about the fuzz models in the Fractal. I'm not a big fuzz guy, so I've never really played with the fuzzes. My journey with fuzz is my dad had a Mosrite Fuzzrite, and I found it when I was starting playing the guitar, and I plugged it in, and I did not know what I was doing. My guitar was probably terrible. The amp was probably terrible, and the Fuzzrite didn't help. And my lack of knowledge didn't help. So I kind of just stayed away from fuzzes forever. But I need to learn. I need to learn more. And there's 6 different fuzzes in the Fractal. And I thought, why not speed date them? I'm going to give them 2 minutes each in this video, wearing my fuzzy sweater to go along with the fuzzes. And I'll rate them 0 to 10, maybe 0 to 5. Let's say 0 to 5 fuzzy sweaters. Okay? Let's do it. Now, there's one thing that I want to note here that I found in the wiki about fuzz and buffers and impedance. Basically, there's no way to plug your guitar directly into the fuzz, and a fuzz circuit is apparently a very finicky thing that wants your guitar pickups to be a part of that circuit in order to do its thing. So inherently, there's a compromise here. Fortunately, the FM9 has variable impedance. So what is suggested to do is have the fuzz be, or have the drive that is modeling the fuzz, be the first non-bypassed block following input 1, and set the impedance to auto, which is what I've done. So just to demonstrate here, we've got in, we can see what the input impedance is, and when I flip around, you notice the impedance changing depending upon which model of a fuzz we are currently on. So hopefully that mitigates it as best we can, but with that PSA out of the way, let's get going. The first fuzz we've got here is the Bender fuzz. So let's just check it out. Everything's at noon. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a little bit dark. Let me try the neck pickup. All right, let's go back to the humbucker. I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. All right, now let's see how much we can get out of this thing. I'm gonna sweep the drive knob. With the tone slightly pushed, one of the things I don't like about fuzzes is I don't feel like I have the string separation and the clarity, which is not really what they're meant for necessarily, but this feels kind of okay, actually. The next fuzz on the list is the face fuzz. Let's start our timer. Everything's at noon. Let's see what we got. It's very dark. Yeah, it's very dark. Let's bring up the tone, see what we got. It's all right. Let's bring up the drive knob, see what happens. That's a pretty classic kind of fuzz sound. Let's check the string separation here. I really like how that cleans up. That's a really cool sound just like that. All right, that's the timer for that one. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave all these settings and I'll upload the preset as saved. For this one, I'm just gonna say volume knob on 7 ? Because this sounds cool pushed like this, but with the volume down. You could probably mess around with the input levels more precisely in the X-Effects somewhere else, but that was pretty cool. All right, let's go to the next one. The next model is the hard fuzz. This is a custom model from Fractal, 60s style clipping. That's what it says. Let's try it. Okay, this sounds pretty cool. That was really fun. I got carried away a little bit. If I would really change that. Let's see how much gain is on tap. There's not really much chugging happening on this one. It's just too spongy for that. Maybe if I bring the drive back down, it'll be a little tighter. A little tighter. That was solid. I would say out of 5, I really like the tone of that one. I'm gonna say 4, maybe 4.5. Because that was a very playable tone. And I forgot to rate the other 2, but I'll rate them in post. But all right, here we go. Let's go on to the next one. Next up, Master Fuzz. Here we go. Output is odd. got a very nasally thing going on. I don't know if I like it. I mean, like, it's just got a nasally thing that I'm not going to be able to. It gets a lot louder as the tone knob goes up. I mean, listen to this. All right. I don't love it. One fuzzy sweater. It's just got a nasally thing that, you know, I could probably dive into the graphic EQ and scoop it out, but why? There's other fuzzes. All right, up next is the Octavia, the octave distortion. Now this one's a little funky. It's maybe like a one-trick pony. I don't know. I use it. If you watched my last video on my favorite drives, this is actually one of my favorite drives. I don't know if it's technically a fuzz or not, but it does a specific weird thing that I like, and I'll show you that, but let's just play with it, and I'll shut up. Here we go. You have to really be careful playing chords. You can't get too crazy or it just sounds terrible, because the octave effect is not polyphonic. You can kind of play a 5 chord, a power chord. You start throwing thirds in there, it just gets real nasty. Pretty cool. I like it. It's got a unique, very, very fuzz forward sound. It gives you a lot of extra beef. Why I like it in particular is, and I said this in the last video, neck pickup. It does like a squealy thing, which can be cool sometimes to have. Maybe that might be too much. That probably was too much. I'd probably back it off somewhere around here. Maybe bring the tone back a little bit because it's a little bright. Yeah, neck pickup, it does that weird. Anyways, that's the Octavia. That's the one I use, but I really only use it for that sort of one trick. So I don't know if that really counts. Anyways, next. Finally, the last one, the big daddy, the big Muff. This one, I'm scared of. But here we go. Oh yeah, I'm scared. Here we go. Now you're not gonna hear it, but I can feel it. It's so squishy. Like I hit the string and it almost feels like I could hit it however hard I want. I don't know. I think I want it a little brighter. See, it gets crazy. I don't really know how to handle this. Yeah, it's too much. Why am I adding more if it's too much? Maybe something like this could be cool. Bring the sustain down, bring the tone up. I don't know. That was probably terrible. But yeah, there's so much fuzz on this pedal. You're going to another world with this pedal. For me, I would never reach for this. It's got a specific thing. So maybe 2 fuzzy sweaters. I keep forgetting to rate these things, but you know, doesn't matter. We're just learning, we're playing. I would say my favorite 5 out of 5, I think, was what am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong drive block. I think the face fuzz or the hard fuzz were my favorites. I would say face fuzz, probably 5. 5 out of 5 fuzzy sweaters. Hard fuzz, also good. I think I said 4.5 there because I knew this would probably be 5. Anyways, if you've been watching, thank you. And remember, if it sounds good, it is good. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these, if you have any of these actual pedals, if there's a fuzz pedal that exists that is not a model of this thing that I should buy to check out myself to convince me that I should use more fuzz. Please let me know.